So this tutorial we're going to work into janushirshashana. In our Ashtanga Vinyasa practice there are actually 4 variations of this posture. So we're going to work one of them here today. Actually we might work 2. The 4 that are in our variations that are in our Ashtanga Vinyasa, I'll work through one of those today, and then we're actually going to work on a wide-legged variation of this pose as well. So first of all, what we're going to do is come to Dandasana. So we're familiar with that now. So setting ourselves up, the butt cheeks pressing into the floor, lifting up and away, flexing through the feet, toes coming back towards the nose, tummy drawing into the spine, lifting of the chest, crown of the head up towards the sky. You know the drill by now. We're going to take the right leg, we're going to pull the right leg back in towards the left thigh. So this right foot is actually pressing into the right thigh. We're going to drop our right knee down to the earth. What we want to do is maintain the connection of the sit bones down to the earth and that length through the left leg. So we're actually going to drive that heel forward and away from the body. So from here, we're going to take the left hand behind us, we're going to take the right hand high, we're going to take an inhale breath as we gaze up towards that hand, and we're going to reach towards the left foot with the right hand. So what happens here is we've got a slight twist in the body as we go to draw the body down towards that left leg. We're inhaling and lengthening through the back body. Eventually you can bring that left hand around to meet the right hand, interlace the hands, fingers, and pull the body towards the foot. So if this is not available to you, of course go for gold with the strap and use the strap or a towel or whatever's available to you to pull the body down. What we do want to do here is inhale and maintain that length. So just as we have in most of our forward folds, that hinging forward from the hips, so that actual tilt, that anterior tilt of the pelvis, so pushing the pelvis back so you can start to lengthen through the back body and draw yourself down, tummy to the thigh, and eventually the forehead to the shin. So then we come back up, you can lift up into Dandasana and then swap the legs over. Now if you can't maintain that through Dandasana, you can bring the hands down to the side and just reset yourself. Again, honouring your practice, your body. Here we have now the left foot pressed into the left thigh, so there's a little bit of action happening in here, dropping and opening that left knee down to the earth. The right hand can go behind, because what we want to do, you can see where my hips or my body wants to track over the hips here, but what we want to do is open up a little bit here, and my right sit bone wants to come off the earth, so I'm going to ground that back down, and that's just indicating a little bit of tightness in the hips, and so you may have that same experience. And what we need to do through this posture is use that word surrender and soften, which are 2 really big challenges for me. I don't know how you go with those 2 words, but I definitely have to move with the intention of softening and surrendering into this posture so that I can open up through the hips. So taking the right hand behind, I'm lifting through the body in that, replicating that Dandasana posture just with one leg this time. I'm going to inhale the left hand high. So I've got that length already starting to happen through the back body. And you can feel that twist too, because we're squaring the hips back to the center, so that's going to take you into that little twist that's going to bring you down towards that front right leg, ultimately wrapping and meeting that right hand, inhaling, lengthening through the back body, and exhaling as you surrender the body down to the leg. Now I'm still driving that right heel forward and trying to even out the connection of the hips down to the earth and the length through the body. Inhale, lifting all the way up, taking the hands down to the side and extending that leg out to the front. So there are a couple of other variations in our janushirshashana. So one of them is actually to work coming into opening up, and you actually sit on top of the heel, and from here you can take that forward fold in the same fashion and you repeat that on the other side. So a lovely challenge there. So we're going to come to a wide-legged variation of this now. So we can take the right leg out to the side and bring the left leg into the center here. So the foot is going to touch the thigh, but this time we've actually got this posture in an open leg pose. And so we're going to start to reach for that right foot. But we're going to, there's a couple of variations, so we're going to reach for that right foot, and you can take the left arm up and overhead and feeling that opening down the side body. Again, if this isn't available to you, you can use the strap to feel that opening through the back body, through the side body. So it's quite nice to take a few rounds of breath here, feel that opening through the left side of the body, inhale, come back to center, and you can swap it over, taking this stretch on the other side. So connection of the foot into the thigh, right knee drops down to the earth, reaching for that left leg and reaching up and over. So this is a variation of janushirshashana. So you can also take this variation where you take the opposite hand to the bent leg and then reaching all the way over for that foot and eventually drawing the body down. So you're actually pressing that leg away and opening up, so you get this really lovely stretch, intense stretch down the side of the body here. Inhale and coming all the way up. Ya-ya! Coming back to our Dandasana, giving the legs a little bit of a shake. So there we have a couple of variations of our janushirshashana. I look forward to seeing you on our next tutorial.